what is up? My name is Matthew Makak, and this is Room 51, where we talk all things board gaming. And this is Queer Review, where I review some sort of game that I actually like. So that's not really what this video is about. It's not about like how much I like the game or why I like the game. You already know I like this game. But does it live up to queer approvalness? And today I am covering Arch Ravels. ArchRavels? Arch Ravels. Oh, I get it. Arch Rivals. But it's Ravels. I want to talk about, does this game bring out queerness in it, right? Does it include queerness in the game? And now, I don't talk about games that, like, it doesn't make sense for it to include LGBTQ plus community stuff. But if it does include it, cool. If it doesn't, okay. Like, something like this doesn't necessarily need to include it, right? You're just like knitting a bunch of different items and things, right? So it's like I wasn't going to look for LGBTQ plus community inclusivity. But if it does, awesome. Also, I will knock on a game that could have included LGBTQ plus stuff, but it did not, kind of miss the mark. So that's sort of what this segment is all about. Now with Arch Ravels, I was very surprised by it. First of all, like I said, I like it. I think it's a cute little game. But what I was surprised was I was randomly given one of these player boards, right? So there's 4 different player boards that you can get, and they're all double-sided. Now, something that happened in the hobby was that people were trying to be more inclusive, right? So a lot of times you would get a character, and a lot of times they were male characters, right? And then there might be one female character in there. And then people started coming out with player boards that were double-sided, so you had a male and a female side, which was really awesome. I was like, yeah, cool, progression. But then I was given, randomly, Nia, okay? And then I just kind of turned the board over just to see what, because usually I like playing male characters, but I wanted to see what was on the other side. And then I found Alex. And Alex, that, to me, looked totally non-binary, right? Like, just take a look at it. I mean, if that's not non-binary, I don't know what is. Okay, and then I love that they used Alex as a non-binary name. And so I started looking at all of them, right? So we have Niha, like none of them say their gender or anything like that. Sometimes the player boards will actually say male side, female side, whatever, right? But you have a bunch of them. So there is your, you got your Rebecca, we got Theo here. We also have Eliza, who's, she looks pretty mischievous. We've got Ted, okay? So something about Ted to me really stood out. He seems like a pretty masculine dude, right? Like, I mean, your typical man, I would say. But he's into sewing and stuff and knitting different items. That's gender bending. That is saying, like, screw the gender roles. I'm going to do what I want. And I love that. I love you, Ted. Thank you for that. Because, yes, anybody can be Arch Ravels or Rivals. And then we also have, so I looked at Derek here, which was cool. Again, typical male character, it seems to me, I think. And also, again, I love that this is a kid, too, right? So you have a male kid who is what's it called, sewing and doing things to make different kinds of cute items like teddy bears and stuff. And it's like, yeah, because our boy children are allowed to sew, okay? Like, it's not just for young girls and women. Like, come on, people. But anyway, so then I flipped it over and I found Amara here. And Amara, she was cool. I mean, now, this is just my own projection, to be fair, but I don't know. I was getting queer vibes from her. I was kind of like, I don't know. I see Amara as a pansexual person, but that's just me. you know, that's not very, clear in here. But I think that, Ted is very clear. I'm pretty sure that Alex is very clearly non-binary. And then we have, Theo, who's also, typical dude. It seems, maybe he's gay. I have no idea. But I just love that. I love that it wasn't just a bunch of women knitting things. So that in and of itself was cool. But then I looked further into the game and I was like, okay, well, what else? Did they include like other like queer culture stuff in here? And they totally did. So you are completing different like orders for clients, like what you're trying to make. And you can make a unicorn. Unicorns are totally queer, and I don't care who says otherwise. And then if you were even like doubtful, right, by this purple unicorn, if it was queer, they put a freaking rainbow behind it, okay? LGBTQ+. And then we have this, the infinity scarf. Yes, there are a lot of not innuendos, but like there's a lot of different IPs that are sort of nodded to in the game without quite saying so. So we're not gonna mention that really, but yes. So you can make the infinity scarf and look at this person on the card. Queer, okay? I mean, it is totally possible that she's not, okay, or they're not. But I don't know. This person seems pretty queer to me. I don't know. That's just my assumption. Should I assume things? Probably not, but I will. I'm going to project onto this game because I freaking love it. Then we've got Undone, okay? Look at this picture. This dude has a beard, okay? But look at what they're wearing. This is pretty femme, okay? This is a feminine man. Either they're breaking gender norms, which is cool in and of itself, or they themselves are queer. Either way, there's queerness in this picture. I love that. And I could go on. I mean, like this young girl, she ordered a beard. She wanted a beard, okay? And their parents let her, which is dope. So you were making a beard for a young girl, okay? So she could, live out her Viking or what is it? Oh, a dwarf's beard, okay? This looks quite similar to Gimli's beard, but I shall not pass. Anyway, this game totally for me, ArchRavels gets a Room 51 queer approval seal, okay? For sure. I was very happily surprised by this game. So thank you so much for watching. Go ahead, leave your comments down below because obviously this is just my opinion, right? If this game is queer enough or whatever. But yeah, let me know. Do you think that you feel represented in this game as an LGBTQ plus person? Or, do you think that, no, actually, maybe this doesn't deserve a seal or whatever, And also, like, just what do you think of the game? But yeah, and if you like, please go ahead, subscribe to this channel, click that little bell icon so you could get notifications and be notified when we go post things. This has been Room 51. Thank you so much for watching. We will catch you next time.